What is going on YouTube? This is episode 2 of the 1300 to 2K series, and this one's all about tips to improve your PvP skill. Now I know tips is a very broad kind of word that can cover a heap of stuff, so I'm going to cover 4 topics, 4 separate topics that I think are really important, and yeah, that's why I call it tips, because they're pretty broad. As you can see here, the first one is I'm going to talk about bindings. Second one is the add-ons. Third is dueling people to get better. And fourth is about finding a partner. So if you think you know everything about those 4 topics, then maybe this video isn't for you. Maybe you already know or have the knowledge of what's needed to get 2K. But for the people that don't, we'll jump straight into it now with bindings. So a lot of PvEs, from what I've seen, when they come to PvP, there's some, like when you play PvP, you pretty much use every ability that your class can have. There's heaps of different situations that come up where you use different things, such as I've seen warriors that come from PvE as a good example, and they don't have their reflect magic ability thing. I can't remember exactly what the thing is. It reflects magical attack on you. And they don't have it bound to a button. Now this is crucial for PvP because everything's moving so quick, you need to react even quicker. So if you don't have things bounded, like there's no way you can see someone casting a cyclone on you, move your mouse down, hit the button, and expect to get it reflected. It's not going to happen. So you need pretty much every ability your class has bound to a key. You have to be able to activate it from your key, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, whether it's a button on your Naga, it has to be bound. So going into more detail with that, actually that's probably a lie. I said every single one. Not every ability has to be bound. As like, I don't have Deathgate bound to a button. It's over here somewhere, I believe. Yeah, there. Because you're not going to pop that mid-arena. You can't even use it mid-arena. You can't even use it in arena. So, or control undead. Little things like that that you use, you know, in the open world that you're not going to use in arena. Obviously, they don't have to be bound. But for ones that do have to be bound, the best way to arrange it that I've found out is to kind of have like a priority system, as well as like a modifier, which is, what do I mean by that? Such as I have a fixate. Fixate is a button that you kind of want to be able to hit fairly quickly, fairly easily. It's your stun. You know, you use it to get kills, to interrupt and stop kills from happening on you. So I have, as an example, I have Naga 7 as my fixate. And my focus target Naga 7, because you want to be able to use it on, say, like the person you're hitting as well as the healer without having to switch between them. So you set them as focus. So I have a fixate Naga 7, shift Naga 7 is a fixate focus, if that makes sense. I kind of jumble the words up a bit, but you get the deal. And I have the same for Death Grip and a silence, but I'm not sure the silence works. I normally do just switch between them. That's a new macro of mine I'm still testing. So that's that. And I think I've covered the first part, which is bindings. Moving on to add-ons. If you're doing arena, I highly recommend and pretty much think you need the specific add-ons that are... I can't show you unless I'm in a skirm. If I have an extra clip just lying around on a computer, I'll chuck it up on screen to show you what Gladius looks like. Gladius is like... Oh, it's a must-have for PvP. It just makes everything so much easier to kind of see that's happening, such as CC, their health, their mana, the DRs. You don't have to guess if they're on DR and things like that, because it'll tell you. You know, have 15-second countdown. As soon as the 15 seconds is off, the icon will go away. You can use your stun again and get the full time. So that's Gladius, as well as, I think I don't have many add-ons that are necessary. I mean, per class things change. Like I have this one here. You don't have to have it, but it's called Extra CD. It shows me when my trinket procs, so I don't have to look up in the top right. But if you don't need that, it's easy just to look up in the top right and see when Surge of Victory comes up or whatever your trinket is called. So there's not much on bindings. If I've forgotten something, I'll try and add it after. Step 3 is dueling people. So to get better at the game in general, a really good way to go about it is to duel people. Constantly duel people. I used to sit out at the front of Orgrimmar when I was on Horde, as well as sit out the front Elwyn Forest in Stormwind, and just duel people. Duel every class that you come across and see how they kind of play, what you have to do against them, what you got to watch out for, and just constantly do that until you can just beat pretty much anyone. Obviously, if you're like a fire mage versus a DK, it's going to be incredibly hard right now because balance is kind of out. But I have seen it done. I've seen Hansel beat a 2700 Frost DK. So yeah, if you're really good at your class, you can beat anyone. So just duel, and just learn, and you get really good. Also, another place you can duel is actually, I'm not sure, I'll go and check it out in a second. Actually, I'll do it right now. I think you can duel outside the garrisons. I think it's a new area that people kind of hang around since the release of WoD. But that's step 3. While I go out there and have a look, we'll talk about the last segment of tips to improve your PvP skill, and that is, now that you have your bindings all set up, you have your add-ons, you've been dueling people flat out, so you know a lot about your class, a lot about other classes, like you know the game pretty well. Now it's time to step into the arena and try and boost that rating up and up and up, okay? So obviously, the more you play, the better you're going to get. So it's going to be a matter of just keep on practicing. But the best way to grow as a person, getting a bit deep here. The best way to grow your skills in WoW is to find a partner of your level and then play from there. So as you can see, they have the new looking for group. It used to be an add-on that we had to use, but now they've implemented it into the game. So it's really easy to find groups, okay? But a lot of the time you look through and they'll see here, they'll see like 1930, what's that? Healer, looking for 2k push. 2500 TSG groups. Like all this is extremely good players. And a lot of the time you can kind of get, I don't know, if you're like a 1300 player, which is what this series is about, 1300 to 2k, looking for that big push. Once you're above 2k, I believe you're a pretty good player, okay? But if you're very low, this can be a bit daunting, seeing all these crazy good players. But no need to worry about that. You're not going to learn. I mean, you could post here, 2500 experienced Frost DK, and you've never been past 1500. And you could probably find a teammate and jump into a game, but they're going to soon see that you're faking your skills and get very angry at you and probably leave. The best way to go about it, trying to improve at this game and trying to improve an arena, is find someone your level and work together. It's about learning the synergy between classes, and you know, you get the deal. So say you're 1400 in 2s, okay? We'll go to start group 2v2. You need to be honest with your stats and put them down. So we'll say 1400 CR and you've had 1500 experience and you're a rogue. So we'll say sub, look for 2s, okay? Something like that, and then you can list if you want a healer, or if you like playing with, say, a feral druid. They are pretty extreme, whatever. You get the deal, and you can also set minimum eye level, and if you want voice chat. Now, like this a lot of the time I'll do just to find games for one night or whatever. But what you really want to be looking for is a proper teammate, if you know what I mean. So you want to find a person that's around your level. This is why you need around your level. You're not here to get carried. You're not here to carry someone. You find around your level. That's why you list just your honest stats. And hopefully when you find a guy, if you're having fun together, pretty cool people, get along and stuff, add them as a friend. Just straight out, just like you don't have to ask them. Sometimes you just go, bang, add as friend, and he'll see a notification. Oh, this guy I'm playing with wants to add me. Cool. And then play with them more often. and more often, and get better and better. And like I said, the more you play this game, the better you're going to get. So if you're both working together, both playing the game, you're both going to get better. And yeah, it's a really great way to go about it. So that is segment 4, finding a partner at your level and playing with them. Now, it doesn't mean you have to have one partner. You can have several. You can have a Resto Druid, you can have a Disc Priest, you can have a Holy Pal as your friend. All 3 on your friends at the same time. Doesn't mean you have to play with them all 3 at the same time. Like, they're all, every time you get on, oh, bro, you want to do some 2s? Just, you know, work with a few of them and see where things goes from there, pretty much. So that's the video, guys. Kind of like not very structured talk here. It was just live on the spot, telling you what I think will help you, but I hope it does indeed help. This was episode 2 of 1300 to 2K, and this video covered tips to improve your PvP skill. Be looking out for the 3rd installment coming probably tomorrow or the next day, and that is all about who to target in Arena. I will see you guys next time.